What are you going to do after high school? This is a question that I was asked hundreds of times, especially in my junior and senior year, and for my entire life, I thought I only had one option. That is to get good grades, get into a good college, of course getting a good degree, getting a good job, and staying there until I retire. That may have been the world that my parents grew up in, but I'm 18 in 2021, and there are other options, and things have really changed. Throughout my life, I have wanted to be tons of different things. I've wanted to own my own business, be a software developer, be a chef, and of course, all of these things require a degree or credential to be successful in. To be a successful business owner, you need an MBA. You need a degree in marketing, in economics. To be a software developer, you need a degree in computer science or mathematics or statistics or physics or some other STEM-related field. To be a chef, you need certification from a culinary school or training under top chefs in the world or dozens of classes. Or so I thought. You see, my high school experience was generally positive. I felt supported and included, but I always felt that the education itself fell short. A major downfall to my experience and many others is the only clear option to millions of students around the country is to go to college and get a degree, taking on tens of thousands of dollars into debt and wasting many years of your life for a degree that may not even be useful in your career choice. It's not just a problem with student debt, however. People are wasting time in college. For many, college takes 4 years. That is 4 years of education that may not necessarily lead to a good job. All that college is selling you and the product that you're buying is a credential telling future employers that you went through a process that is proven by a piece of paper. We live in a world where, in many career paths, you might not need that piece of paper anymore. You can be your own credential.
For the first time in human history, we live in an age where technology has brought the cost of information down to near zero. Today, you can do something that was never before possible. You don't need any centralized institution to confer a credential. You can be your own credential. That is powerful.
That's Isaac Morehouse. He's the founder of Praxis, a college alternative that leads you to a full-time position at a growing company. At Praxis, we break the mold. I say we because Praxis is the current program I'm enrolled in. I'll save my personal experience for later. However, it's important to know that I wouldn't be making this video, nor would this entire channel exist, had it not be for Praxis. Now let's get into what Praxis is. Praxis was founded by Isaac Morehouse, as mentioned before, but who is Isaac? Isaac was originally homeschooled, eventually going to college himself. When he got out of college, he noticed the disparity between the fantasy of life after college, of jobs being flung at him left and right, and reality. And the reality is, we live in a world where a degree is no longer required or even preferred. Experience and proven knowledge through action are worth a lot more than a degree nowadays. Here's an example. If I go on to Indeed and search for a common type of job like developer, we see a little over 100,000 job postings. Pretty crazy. What's even crazier is if I type in degree and experience, a little over half of them mention a degree, however nearly all of them mention experience of some kind. This isn't a super definitive study, however it's a real-life example of how important and how valuable experience is nowadays. The more you read into statistics like this, the more you realize that there are alternatives to college nowadays that are very viable in the job market. To quote Cameron Sorsby, someone important we'll meet later, why wait and hope to find a job you like when you could create a career you love today? Praxis was founded in 2013, and the program has changed a lot. Since it was, and still is, a very new and unique opportunity, a lot of change has been implemented throughout the years. Likewise to any startup or company, the only definitive way of knowing if something works is through experience and trying different things through practice. And this is the mindset that Praxis tries to build for people. In fact, Merriam-Webster defines praxis as action through practice, or in another definition, a practical application of a theory. Other than the United States Postal Service, I can't come up with very many organizations or companies at all whose name is exactly what they represent in all they do. Today, Praxis is owned and operated by Cameron Sorsby. He was one of the first people who signed up for Praxis when it initially launched and joined the staff team a year later. When Isaac moved on in 2019 to work on other projects and companies, Cameron took over as CEO. On his staff team, you have an elite group of advisors such as Mitchell Earle, who is the CEO, as well as Sarah Morrison, his chief of staff. All the other members of the diverse group of individuals who make up the Praxis team are a critical part in making sure that the program is as worthwhile and rewarding as possible. As of July 2021, Praxis has helped 350 participants get jobs with $50,000 as the average first-year income after graduation. According to the staffing industry analysts, in their 2020 summer survey, they found that 2019 graduates of college made an average of $53,889. I don't know about you, but with statistics like that coming from a program that takes 12 months, costs a fraction of college, and gives you real-life experience, you really start to question, why is college still an option? This was the question I started to ask myself once joining the program. And it's not just me. There's an entire community of like-minded, entrepreneurial-spirited, forward-tilting, amazing people who all have the same goal, breaking the mold that society has put us in. How could Praxis improve? I hate that I never get sleep over all the studying I do for the constant exams that they always throw at me. The terrible living conditions, the dorm next to me always throwing parties that I can never concentrate and I can never listen on anything really makes me wonder why I'm spending 20 years of my life paying back the debt to get a stupid piece of... How could college improve? I thought you said Praxis. I already put it in the video. Oh my... What's my experience like through Praxis? I've really enjoyed myself. How to write blogs, how to market myself, and how to package things in a way that looks really nice for hiring managers is really appealing. Not to mention, these are just some of the hard skills that I've learned throughout the program. I find that the soft skills, like improving communication, time management, and having a growth mindset are once again just some things Praxis has taught me. Not to mention, these are arguably more valuable than that of hard skills because it's such an important thing to be an all-in-one go-getter with an amazing attitude. Also, you might not ever learn these things before getting into the professional world, and you especially won't learn these things being in a classroom for 4 years. I would really recommend it for anyone willing to dedicate just a little bit of time for such a rewarding outcome. I want to end the video with this. Praxis is very unique, absolutely, but something a lot more unique than even Praxis is you. All Praxis wants you to do is invest in yourself and see that uniqueness and how worthwhile you are to employers in 12 months. If I've learned anything throughout the program, it's that I am worth a lot more than what the world makes me seem, even if I have a long way to go in my professional journey. The ability to find my strengths and talents and showcase them to future employers is my biggest excitement throughout the program, and guess what? You can do the same. If anything I mentioned in this video is something that you've been looking for a long time, all the links to learn more about and to apply to Praxis are down below in the description. If anyone in this video is someone that you've been looking for, you can find all my contact info down below. Reach out to me, I'm sure we'd have a great conversation. Lastly, make sure to check out my other videos. This is one of many as a part of a project that I'm working on for Praxis itself. And thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.